Hi, this is Kevin Thomas, and welcome back to the At Home Film Festival. Continuing our month with the theme of Upon Request. Can you tell what this week's request is? Yes, it's food movies. Thank you, Lisa and Michael, for this theme. This would be normally super hard for me to do because I have a category of films in my movie list. I mean, I've got like a list of musicals, a list of great directors, but I also have a food movie list. How can I come up with just a few? So I'm not doing all the big super popular ones as we see here. You already know about those. I've also kind of done some food movies before, so I'm not doing the ones that you guys had viewed, but I am going to revisit a couple of those, and I'll tell you why, so keep watching. But let me know what you think of food movies. What's your favorite food movie? Comment down below. And see, I'm wearing my apron, so I'm ready to cook. So let's go cooking with food movies. Thanks a lot. We're starting with a movie I've done before, East Side Sushi. But I did it over a year ago when I started this film festival before I got all the skills for editing and camera work and makeup and lighting. So only 45 people watched that video. I've been doing much better lately, so I want to give it another chance. Because first of all, it's filmed in Oakland. I love to support Oakland. It's a great city. When I started working in Oakland, I started the hashtag You Don't Know Oakland, but it's not about me. It's about East Side Sushi, a wonderful film from Anthony Lucero, who is a really sweet guy in real life. This movie has pretty much a perfect rating on Rotten Tomatoes, and it won a lot of awards from Latin film festivals and a lot of awards from Asian film festivals. It's about a young Latin mother who decides she needs to better her life for herself and her daughter, so she wants to make sushi. Well, first of all, she's a woman. They don't make sushi. Secondly, hello, she's not Asian. This movie fights through all the stereotypes. It takes her through a journey that is very great and memorable. It shows a lot of wonderful scenes from Oakland. And the great news is, I couldn't say this last year when I screened it, it is available on Amazon for free as well as Canopy. So why don't you watch it for free? Yeah! Speaking of movies free on Canopy and Prime, we have Big Eden, one of the most romantic gay movies I've ever seen. And by the way, it's also on Wolf on Demand, and Wolf is having a sale for a lot of movies if you want to have a DVD collection. So if you're ready to stock up on your DVDs, there's a sale for this and some other really good food movies I've done before, like Breaking Fast and Eat With Me. So go to Wolf to check those out and get them on sale. But if you also just want to watch it for free, this movie is an unbelievable fairy tale. It's about a young writer whose grandfather gets sick, so he goes home to Montana to care for him. And remember when you're at home and you're sick and people like to make you food and bring it to your house. So all the town folks, women, or particularly this one played by Nan Martin, makes them daily meals. Well, she's not a very good cook. But there is a store owner in town who kind of is super shy, and he has a crush on our lead character. So he starts taking over making the meals. It's almost like a Cyrano de Bergerac dinner because they still think Nan Martin is making them. Love this movie, very romantic. It's hard to believe that a town in Montana would pull together and root for a same-sex love story, but that's why we go to the movies. And the better food also looks very interesting, which is why it's a really good film. And the cast is amazing. There's Vianne Cox. I always love her. And oh, it's directed by someone that I'm really watching these days, Thomas Bazooka. Last year he did a movie called Let Him Go, and then he also did The Family Stone, which is kind of got a food scene in it, but that's a great Christmas movie. So keep your eye out for Thomas Bazooka. And watch this movie and see what's available on Wolf, because they've got really good movies and they're having a fantastic sale right now. Thanks. I'm not trying to make this a Prime and Canopy day at the movies, but once again, I have a movie available there for free, The Cake Maker. This movie really underperformed because it's really a terrific film. It's also a gay one, so we're not all gay and we're not all foreign films. This is really trying to appeal to so many different people. But it's about, of course, a cake maker. He meets a sexy, nice guy that he decides, oh, maybe we should start a relationship. Well, something happens to that guy. So he goes to visit him because they live in different countries. And guess what? The man is married. But don't think this is a scorn gay man get even fatal attraction in your movie. No, it has so many layers. It has so much depth. It's as rich as some of the desserts he makes. So not only will you be treated to watching delicious food that you will want to eat, but you will have a story that unfolds and surprises you along the way. Do not miss the cake maker. I promise it's delicious. I was almost going to skip Who is Killing the Great Chefs of Europe from 1978, because the only way to get it right now is to buy it on DVD. But put it on your watch list. Maybe it'll pop up sometime. The DVD is only $10, and it really is worth it. George Siegel is a crass American. He goes to Europe, and while he's there, great chefs are being murdered, hence the title. Not only do we get to see several people make food that it's like so beautiful to watch, and it's French food, it's Italian food, it's so good. We have Jacqueline Bisset along for the ride. And we have Robert Morley, who should have been up for an Oscar. He was Golden Globe nominated. That doesn't mean anything these days. He won a Los Angeles Film Critics Award. He won Best Supporting Actor for the National Society of Film Critics. So he was really good, and he makes this movie. So either wait for it if you can, but if you want to whet your appetite, you should get the DVD right now. Tampopo is really outrageously funny movie. It's our second foreign film on this. And if you say, Kevin, I don't like foreign films, you actually may not even need to read the subtitles. You could watch this silently because some of the humor is so physical that it does not need for you to read along. It's about a woman named Tampopo who is, with the help of two odd men that God knows why they're helping her, they're trying to find the best ramen because her ramen is only average. So they try ramen from all over town until they could have her perfect her recipe. In the meantime, it cuts away to other little vignettes unrelated to her story, and those are really scene stealers from this whole movie. There's a scene where a couple uses food as a sexual aid, which is fine. There's also a scene that has people learning how to eat spaghetti and they slurp it. And actually, if you follow the Japanese culture, slurping your noodles in Japan is a tribute to the chef. So it's probably similar if they're going to do that with spaghetti, but first they try to be, ooh, I couldn't slip my spaghetti noodles, but of course with subtitles. But anyway, you could watch this for free on HBO Max, so give it a chance and you'll laugh. And when you get to the slurping scene, just know Kevin's at home laughing with you. Thanks. Do you ever like movies that other people don't? Well, Cookoff is one of those for me. Very bad reviews. I don't think the studio even supported it. It took 10 years for it to be released. It was on the shelf for 10 years. But it's co-written and co-starring Wendy McClintock-Covey. It's got Melissa McCarthy in it, Niecy Nash. It's really got a great cast. And the food is awful. I don't know why they call it a cook-off, because I don't know if anybody puts things in the oven. It's sort of like the Drop Dead Gorgeous movie, satirical of the food world, but it's really a lot of trashy people opening cans and mixing them together for a bunch of crappy food, and someone's going to win money from it. It's not a classic. You won't want to eat a lot of this food, but it still is very, very good. You can own it for $5 on Amazon, so why don't you? And if I need to show you how bad it is, or how good bad it is, let's take a look at the opening credits, shall we? Ew. Oh no. Oh! Oh. Oh. That's just wrong. See, that could have been good. Then they went too far. Way too far. Way too far. Ouch. Oh, no. That was another movie that did not get the fanfare it deserved. It's with Jonathan Pryce. It's a British film. It didn't make a lot of money. It's on Prime, by the way. But he plays a baker trying to keep his family business intact. By the way, his name is Diane, and I have friends with that name. It's so fun. And the trouble is, no one is coming to his bakery. Corporate America is taking over, making it easier to buy cheaper food. So he hires some intern who ends up putting a little cannabis in his food. And that helps spike sales. It's a comedy, it's a drama, whatever it is, it's both, and it's good. So why don't you tune in Dough? Let's watch it together. If you're counting, I've already done 7 movies, and I try to do 1 a day for you, but I'm giving you a bonus feature because I could not cut out Paris Can Wait. I did it over a year ago, but I only got 58 views because that's before I got some better skills that got more people to follow my show. This movie is so amazing, and the food is so delicious, much better than Cookoff. We have Diane Lane and Alec Baldwin as a couple, so we have big names in this movie, and it didn't make a lot of money. She ends up going on a road trip with his associate, but they stop along the way to get so much delicious food that you will really, really, really have cravings. An interesting tidbit is this was directed by Francis Coppola's wife, Eleanor, while she was age 80. This is her narrative feature debut of directing. Reviews were average. I really enjoy it. I think it was fun. I love the food. I love the look at Paris. On the way to Paris. So a really good choice. And it's free if you have stars. So that's it. That is our week look at food films. We're going to end a little with Sausage Factory here, which is also another fun one. But I would love to know what you think. Really, I would. So why don't you comment below? Tell me what favorite films you have that are food-oriented. Also, remember to share and to subscribe. Right. And tell those who subscribe to also share. But I know I will see you next week. And I hope you see me. Look forward to it. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye. Oh, look at those wieners. Oh. Ah!